Jesus is Jewish. Jews speak Hebrew. Why do people say he spoke Aramaic? Wouldn't he speak Hebrew or Greek like New Testament is written in? Okay, so let's explain this. First off, it's very rare in the world to only speak one language. The majority of people in this world actually are at least bilingual. It's only us who live in the comfortable Western cultures where we don't have to speak more than one language that we don't understand that. In Jesus' time, there were people who spoke Hebrew, but mostly it was used in conjunction with religious services, like in the synagogue or reading scripture. They didn't just walk around speaking Hebrew. That had actually stopped since the time of the exile. They were sent off into other countries where they had to learn other languages, and when they came back, the descendants, they had learned those languages, and that's what they spoke. In order for people to come back from these different areas, they had to have a unified language. And that trade language was Aramaic. Keep in mind that Israel was in a very heavy trade pattern between Africa, Asia, and Europe. So there would inevitably be trade languages that would be used. The majority of the New Testament was written in Greek, but that's because that's where most of the focus was in spreading the gospel. For whatever reason, the least resistance was in the direction of Europe, which was primarily a Greek-speaking population. So it wasn't because Jesus spoke Greek, although he might have, because Philip did bring some Greeks to him to talk to him, but it was out of necessity for spreading the gospel. There are copies of the Gospels that are written in African dialects as well. The gospel went to Ethiopia before it ever went to Europe.